This is FBI Breaking News.
Hi, I've just come out of the Department of Basic Education's meeting with traditional leaders and religious leaders here in Pretoria at the Fire and Ice Hotel. I am shocked. I am mortified at what happened. This is not a meeting with the Department of Education and religious and traditional leaders. This is a setup to attack, undermine, and criticize Christian leaders. So, in fact, so many pastors in South Africa applied to attend this meeting and were declined by the Department of Education. UNESCO is running this whole thing, funding it and guiding everything that happens in this meeting. And what they did was half the room was filled with activists, youth activists, sexual rights activists, and also CSE champions. And many of these people were given the mic to stand up and talk about how pastors rape young girls, how pastors bury their head in their sand and don't even teach their own children about sexuality, and that's why we need CSE. So half the room was there to undermine and criticize and demonize the religious leaders, and this wasn't a dialogue with religious leaders by the department to explain CSE. This was to browbeat them, to attack them, undermine them, so they come into agreement with CSE. They made no new arguments. They didn't give us any evidence that CSE was part of the curriculum since 2000, as they claim. In fact, they did prove that our government only signed on to CSE in 2013, and they showed us when this happened in December 2013 at a meeting in Cape Town. So I'm shocked. A pastor got up to talk about how UNESCO is funding everything. They shouted him down. The activists in the room shouted him down, these young people, and they switched off his mic so he couldn't speak any longer. Yet this was a meeting with the religious sector to hear, to respect their views and hear and to find common ground. None of that happened. This was a hit job by the department, bringing in trained and primed activists and CSE champions and certain religious people calling themselves pastors and bishops that are voting for CSE and saying this is why we must get behind CSE. So you can see there were a number of plants in the room. There weren't genuine religious leaders who wanted to come and find out more about CSE and explain their viewpoint or understand the issue. So this wasn't a dialogue. It was an attack on the religious sector, on pastors, on the Christian leaders that disagree with CSE, and to undermine them, to show them just how stupid they are, how uninformed and ignorant they are. Many of the presenters talked down to us. They weren't talking to us, they talked down to us. So hopefully we can get some evidence. I've taken some video, but this cameraman was asked to leave the room. They wouldn't allow any kind of recording there because of what was planned.